Hey guys, I'm waiting for a few people to jump in here. We're up here at Brooklyn Park Police Department. Um, Leave a thumbs up if you're in here and you're if you're here. I'm gonna get started just because when these videos publish, they people don't quite. It's not the same. So we're gonna wait a couple seconds here. Let some people jump in here. I'm up here in Brooklyn Park at the Brooklyn Park Police Department. Hey Ralphie. Um, so this story that I started working on kind of went to a different area up here. You can see over here. So definitely at the Brooklyn Park Police Department. So the story that I'm going to tell you, early this morning, before I was kind of getting going, I was just scrolling through TikTok, checking all my social media accounts. I came across a video up here in Brooklyn Park. It was a day old video. This day old video was about vehicles that were broken into. Now again, this has been an ongoing thing all over the metro. So not a big surprise, but it's new to Brooklyn Park, right? That we know of. So I go check my emails. Did I miss something from Brooklyn Park? Nothing got put out. Some search warrants, high-risk search warrants were done. Again, if you guys have heard me talk about Brooklyn Park PD and how great they always are and how great they're always working with and how great they get information out. Nothing put out about these vehicle break-ins at this apartment complex. So actually, let's check this out here. Apparently we have action here. So up here, doing this news story, right? Don't see any information come out. We are all encrypted, right? So can't hear anything on the radios. Great. PD puts no information on it. But I find out with a TikTok video. TikTok. Cool. So I'm like, well, let me come up here, get some information. Get some information on this, right? So I come up, talk to the PIO. Well, it dawned on me. I put a call in a month and a half ago during the whole manhunt situation that we were going through for the guy that shot the politicians. Never got a response back. A little odd, a little upsetting. So I could talk to him. Comes out, first words out of his mouth is, I don't have a lot of time. I got to go pick up my kids. Fair enough. So I asked to confirm about the car break-ins. Oh yeah. Okay, why wasn't any information put out on it? Well, because, you know, things happen. Again, we're encrypted, so we can't even hear the calls come out. This is a huge problem that we have, right? Informing the public. If you're going to encrypt the radios, you got to give us the information. So the problem I have, as you guys know, that I'm armed. The permit to carry in Minnesota is what it is. That's a different story subject, but they have a sign on the door. Well, in Minnesota, we have state statutes that govern signage, right? The signage, I'm going to show you. Let's go take a look. Sorry for getting on with it. Yeah, I know, I'm just a little upsetting. So the signage here, right? No firearms. So in Minnesota, we have specifications that sign has to be. That's not within the specs for state statute, right? So now, if you come here, you have to leave your firearm in your vehicle. Keep in mind what spurred this story was car break-ins. So now you have to leave your firearm in your vehicle, and we're having auto break-ins, right? Good times. So I asked what the statute is to keep you carrying a firearm out of the lobby of the police department where the public can be, right? Trespassing. You guys tell me. So now we have trespassing, but it's not trespassing because you claimed a right, part of the statute. Never had problems with this department before. So you tell me, what if you rode a bike up here? Where do you leave your firearm if you have a firearm on you and you ride a bike? Where do you leave the firearm? Out on your bike? So I drive a truck. Where do you keep it locked up in your trunk? A permit to carry in Minnesota is a permit to carry in Minnesota. So where do you keep your firearm? What if you walked up here? Where do you keep your firearm? I posed this question to the PIO, and he goes, well, then don't carry your firearm if you're going to know you're coming up to the police department. So I asked him, do you carry your firearm? He says he carries it all over. So what does that mean? Because there's no like lock boxes they provide you, you know, where you could lock it up like officers have to do when they're going to jail, right? They have to lock their firearms up before they enter in through a certain part into the jail where no firearms are allowed. Why don't they have that here at the front entryway? But this is an area where the public is invited, where this police department has been shot up before. This is an area where you know, I'm covering a story on car break-ins. So you leave isn't your firearm safer on you? So, and again, Minnesota background checks, right? We have to be background checked. So I'm going to email the PIO to ask what statute allows them to do this, right? And I'm interested to find out. But I wanted to go live. I was going to make a TikTok video, but I want to go live. I haven't been live for a long time. But I wanted to hear from you guys. I've been super busy, so I do appreciate you guys jumping on here. But those were some things I wanted to pose to you guys. Like, what do you think, right? Yeah, Ralphie, I got to get in touch with you. We got to go do some live because St. Paul's going encrypted here very shortly, October. State Fair, I think, is starting tomorrow. So it's going to be busy, super busy. So hopefully I'll be going live, get in touch with Ralphie, and we'll be heading out doing some live in St. Paul here pretty shortly. But as soon as they go encrypted, I think they're actually even talking about encrypting fire. So at least in Hennepin, we can hear the fire dispatch, but we won't even be able to hear that in St. Paul. But this is why encryption is dangerous to the public. We're not able to get the information out to you, and we're paying for it, right? We're paying for all of this. They work for us, right? This is the government. The government works for us. The Second Amendment of the Constitution is very clear. The line in there that says shall not be infringed, well, we have to get permits in Minnesota which is an infringement. It's permission slip, right? And now you tell me I can't even carry it. I'm supposed to just leave my gun outside or leave it in the vehicle where people can break in and take it. Anyway, sorry for the rant, but it's very upsetting that I start with one story and this is just going down a road of so many other problems. So anyway, it's a gorgeous night out. I'd be doing some live streaming. You know, hopefully you guys are having a good night too, right? I got to get back out there. It's just frustrating. Like, again, I try to do one thing, brag about a department, and it's just like it's every single thing, right? Yeah, we should have lock boxes. There's no lock boxes. There's no way to secure your firearm if that's the case. You know, what do we do? So I'm gonna have you guys in the comments section leave your opinion. But we are up here at the Brooklyn Park Police Department. I did go to the Brooklyn Center open house, first time in like a very long time. They did an open house. I got some shots of some stuff, talked to some of the guys I haven't seen in a while. Again, I have a lot of working relationships with a lot of different officers and a lot of different people out here, so it's just frustrating, right? Like, I expect better from different agencies. And like I said, if you've ever heard it on my live streams, you hear me brag about Brooklyn Park. So that's the crazy thing, that the law for firearms is, again, they can ask you to leave. So basically, the firearm law, when you carry it inside an area, is the trespass law. Yeah, I got thrown out of an open house. Well, the laws have changed, October 2 years ago. So now you can file complaints straight through post, Ralphie. But so the trespass thing is kind of weird. If you read the statute, there's a section in there that was claim to right, meaning if you can't be trespassed if you have a claim to right to be there. So for example, your house, right? Say you have a house. You're trespassed. You can't be trespassed from your own home, your own property, because you have a claim to right to be there. If you have to go into the police department lobby, you have a claim to right to be there because it's the police department, right? Sorry, I got a gimbal. I'm still trying to figure this thing out. So you have a claim to right to come in here, get your information. Yeah, I was, I've covered all open houses. Ramsey County was the only one where I was thrown out of. So, in fact, I get thank yous. I did cover the new opening, my first video ever. So if you guys remember my first video at the workhouse in Hennepin County, they built a new facility in the parking lot. Ironically, I was standing where I was kicked out of and trespassed from. Had a great conversation with Sheriff DeWanna Witt of Hennepin County. She invited me over to speak with her for a little bit. I've had nothing but positive interactions with Hennepin County sheriffs, so you know, those are real things. Anyway, guys, leave your opinion on this whole situation in the comments. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to have the dialogue and discussion. Sean, I was just not too far from Bemidji. I was up in a couple weeks ago or a week ago. I think I was up in Grand Rapids. Actually went camping out in Reamer about 3 weeks ago. Reamer was a really cool area. One thing, again, I've been way behind on videos, kind of taking a break from all the new stuff. Reamer is a home of Bigfoot. It's great. I was there, kind of covered a little bit of the whole Bigfoot thing. If you guys don't know, up in Reamer, it's the weekend after the 4th of July weekend. They do a whole Bigfoot thing. So I got a little bit of footage. I was just kind of seeing it. Now you got a whole different, you got Florida man down in Florida, but yeah, I working on another YouTube channel as well. So I do appreciate you guys. I want you to leave comments. I want this discussion to go further when it comes to, it's, again, being a journalist, trying to stay unbiased when it comes to these things, but, you know, here we go, right? Like, yeah, I'm going to try to get back out there with some other things, so I do appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys being here. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. It's not too bad tonight. At least we're not like drinking in water when we breathe, right?
Yeah, that's true. It's not too humid.
Not too bad. So again, I'm not up here doing a First Amendment audit. I'm not trying to like engage with people or film them or whatever, you know. Yeah, no, I appreciate all you guys for being here. But yeah, again, I want you guys to leave comments. Let's have this discussion. If there's certain things you want me to cover, let me know. It's going to get harder and harder all over the state with the encryption. Yeah, everything, I've been fine. I've just been busy working. We did get some storms, not a whole lot to film. We're going to try and do that. I've been working on my other truck, trying to get that up. So I do appreciate all you guys for being here. Yeah, the transparency sucks. I mean, I just watched something. Yeah, the encryption is hard, right? It's Pamela, you're right. It's been rain. The encryption is really hard. Yeah, fire going encrypted in St. Paul, that's hard. And again, I've talked to a lot of different police officers. I've talked to fire. I've talked to, you know, Sheriff Derringer. Sheriff Derringer out in Rankin County got a lot of pushback with the encryption because fire, right? So back when I was on the fire department, we used to listen to PD. We could hear the calls come out from PD. We would start to the station to go get to the calls faster. Now with the encryption, a lot of fire can't hear PD, right? So now you're having to switch to tactical channels that aren't encrypted. So you're now foregoing the encryption because of this, right? So now all of the reasons you want to be encrypted is non-encrypted channels, right? Like we've heard it, right? LTACs, MTACs, we've heard these go non-encrypted because of police chases and things like this. And even Minneapolis, you guys know that I have issues with, well, she has issues with me, which is Crime Watch Minneapolis, right? She has issues with me because of whatever. She has issues with everybody. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't affect her with the encryption. Well, encryption isn't just, it's not just about news reporters. Like, I disappear tomorrow, right? That just frees me up to do other things. The problem is for the public, right? It's for you. It's for everybody that lives that's driving down this street, right? Oh, hold on. That's driving up and down the street right there. It's for them, to let them know what's going on, for them to stay safe, to lock their doors. Not just that, the families of officers, right? I just reloaded a video from 2 years ago from the state fair where the shootings happened, right? That's going to be gone. You're not going to know about it. You're going to be in the state fair and there's going to be no information because of the encryption. Yeah, go to channel 4. No, I'm not at Ramsey County. I don't know when they're doing their open house. And again, what happens for any news agency, and a lot of mainstream news agencies don't mind the encryption because they just get the report from PD and pass it on. Don't check it. There's no third-party verification with this. Be careful at the state fair. I mean, we're not going to know what happens. Yes, there was car auto break-ins, and then when I came in to confirm it, because they didn't put anything out here in Brooklyn Park, it's rampant all through the metro. So that's what I'm out here reporting on is auto break-ins and a apartment complex parking area. And when I came in here, they have a sign saying no firearms allowed inside. So it snowballed into a bunch of other things. Their PIO didn't get back to me. I wanted to interview the sergeant. The PIO's like, well, he won't do interviews. So, you know, an option if you're in the metro area, the Citizen app is a really good way to inform everybody. It's free. I know MN Crime is using Citizen. I monitor Citizen. I also try and monitor as many social medias as possible. Again, corporate media is going to have the manpower to monitor all of this. We don't know what happened to Alex. He just was gone. It's kind of like the Joker when he made the pencil disappear. It's just gone. You know, I miss cruising around St. Paul. My other truck is still being repaired from some issues that I had. So the suspension on my vehicle does not like cruising. If you like St. Paul, you can check out Streets of St. Paul. He's still been with it. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get with Ralphie, and we'll try and get out and do a little bit more cruising before they encrypt the radios. And then after that, it's gonna be next to impossible to really do anything unless we literally follow around police cars. And I mean, you know how that goes. If you ever watched when we started doing this a long time ago, and I was with Rowdy. I agree. Corruption is a real thing with the encryption, right? So, anyway, I have a different vehicle now. They don't know this other vehicle I have, so we'll see what happens when we go live. Again, I got more people in here. Appreciate you for being here. I want you to, again, leave comments. Let's talk about this in the comments after this renders. Make sure you leave a thumbs up. Support the channel. That way, when I go live again, you guys will definitely get notifications. But again, we have a lot of issues here, and this is a bigger problem, and we need to start talking about it. We need to start getting it out there. It's frustrating because the more and more the government restricts the people, the less safe it becomes for the people. And there goes a motorcycle. I mean, I know South Lake Minnetonka PD is chasing e-bikes now on Highway 7 with kids. You know, that's a whole different conversation, right? The news is coming so fast, it's hard to keep up with it. Anyway, guys, I'm jumping off here. I'm gonna go home, try to relax. I appreciate everyone for being here. Again, let's talk about the encryption. Let's talk about the Second Amendment. Let's talk about, you know, the police not getting the information out to us that's encrypted, right? Like, to keep our community aware, which then can keep us safe. So, yeah, Ralphie, I'll talk to you soon. Again, appreciate all you guys for being in here. We're going to try and go live. Again, also, I do storm chasing too. So I appreciate all you guys for being here. Let me know if there's new stories too. Leave comments. I get those right away. So like if you pull up any video and leave a comment, I will get those right away. Emails are kind of sketchy. I don't get those all the time. But if you leave a comment to tell me to check my email because you left me something, you know, that works too. Also, X and TikTok. So I'm going to get a video put together here pretty soon. I also have the video of the shooting that happened in, was it northern Minnesota? We had an officer-involved shooting. The information slowly coming out. I actually have the video of that. So it was a person, again, TikTok video I got. So I'm going to try and get that put together and get that posted here pretty soon. So appreciate all you guys for being here. Yeah, you can always rewatch the video too. Not a lot of action on the video, more so me talking and ranting a little bit. But again, we have got a lot of smash and grab break-ins all over the metro. It's not just isolated to the city of Minneapolis. It's happening in Edina and now Brooklyn Park. And that's what we know about. So again, spread the word. Keep your vehicles locked up. Take everything you can out of them. I would call your insurance company and get glass coverage because I just had my windshield looked at for a repair. It's like 360, 70 bucks, I think, for a new windshield. Because when I drove up to Grand Rapids, Minnesota, I was coming back and had a rock hit my windshield. So, you know, that was good times. I don't have glass coverage on my truck, but the more and more I think about it, you know, it's cheaper to pay 12 bucks a month or whatever it is to get your glass covered. But it's becoming more and more of a problem here in the Twin City metro area. Pamela, down to one kitty right now, but he's doing good. He's a little killing machine. Every time I go into the backyard, I finding parts of dead animals back there. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys for being here. Yeah, Ralphie, allegedly. Hey. I can't talk too much about it. Active investigation still going, but I'll do a press release on it. But so far, it's appearing that they're all justifiable. So this year, I think he's up to four rabbits. It's like 20 mice, 2 birds. But yeah, that's what he's up to so far this year in the backyard. So and that's all I've seen. Yeah, the dashboard, the kitty footprints, Pamela. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna jump off, but I appreciate all you guys for being here. But yeah, I'll see you on the next one, and I'll try and I don't know if it's gonna be this weekend or not. I've got a lot of different things going on, including something going up in Grand Rapids. So I might be, this is not news stuff. Might be a little bit of news stuff that I'll put out. I did actually end up going up there to do a news story on this, but it's a really good news story. Nothing to do with government stuff. This is just, I'll just throw it out there. There's a lady that's got a project going on that's really trying to help the community. more of a feel-good story, more of raising awareness is why I went up to Grand Rapids. I did find out, like, I think the median income is like around 50K. Cost of living up there is around 70K. Yeah, I'm not going to do the state fair. I have no desire. I've had a lot of people ask if I'm going to go to the state fair just personally, like a lot of friends. It's a lot of walking around. The weather, though, the weather's going to be good for the state fair so far. So if you guys are going to go to the state fair, my suggestion is just go during the day. I wouldn't stick around too late at night. But it's supposed to be nice weather if you're going to go. I personally like the county fairs. Yeah, anyway, guys, yeah, talk about the fairs. Tell me what county fair do you think is the best fair? Leave it in the comments. All right, guys, I appreciate it. I'm coming to you live from Brooklyn Park with a lot of vehicle break-ins. And can't bring your firearm. You got to leave it in your car where your vehicles get broken into, because you can't have it on you if you have a... Yeah, if you want to talk about Iowa fairs too. You think Dakota County Fair is the best one? I haven't been to Dakota. Let's see, fairs I've been to. I've only been to one county. I think I went to Aiken. That was about it. Aiken County Fair is the only one I've been to. But I can try to hit some more county fairs next year, and I'll bring the camera. We'll go through them. So if there's a fair, if you're out of state and you're missing a county fair that you used to go to, let me know. We'll go and try and hit it up so you see how it changed. South Dakota in the house. Appreciate you for being here. But yeah, leave me Hazard County. Most county fairs are free, so that's another reason to go. But yeah, leave when the video renders, leave it in the comments of the videos too, what we get to for county fairs. But anyway, tonight I'm in the metro, getting Brooklyn Park. It's gorgeous weather out, not too many mosquitoes. We've been inundated with mosquitoes. But yeah, it's nice out here. Anyway, again, check on your cars. Make sure you don't leave anything in them. They're getting broken into in the suburbs now. But yeah, catch y'all next time. Ralphie, we got to get in touch so we can go do some live streaming before they go encrypted and keep everything hidden from us. It's funny how crime rate has gone down in Minneapolis since it's gone encrypted. Strange how that works. Seems like everywhere they go encrypted, crime magically stops. Yeah, we'll see, Pamela. We'll see. You can comment first. Anyway, Jason with Minnesota News Now, out.